We've just finished the RiverPitch number 9 event, where we had 5 startups pitching to a room full of investors. It's probably the biggest event that River City Labs has hosted yet. We had over 80 people in the room. And I'm actually going to chat to some of the teams who pitched to get their feelings on how they went and how they managed the question and answer. Was it what you expected?
To be honest, I actually didn't have any expectations, and so it was a good experience in terms of being asked the questions, because there were some questions that I hadn't thought of, or there was some feedback and advice that was given during that question and answer time as well. So I thought it was a great experience for that.
Yeah.
In terms of those connections, is it something that you're going to actively follow up?
Most definitely, yeah.
For sure. I mean,
yeah,
the connections that we're making here right now are huge. The people that I've wanted to talk to are here, and I could not get onto them through any other channel. So,
which is nice.
Yeah, thank you.
And in your pitch, you had a couple of curly questions, mostly technical-based questions about the equipment itself. Were they something you were expecting?
Curly questions are always fun. I guess I'm conscious of the fact that we've got a big audience there, and I don't want to go into too much technical detail because it kind of bores the audience. So it's kind of a balance. You've got to really balance between how much technology you go into, without distracting your audience.
I think a lot of the questions are questions we ask ourselves. So it's always good to refine how we communicate it and refine how we think about it. But I don't think there's a lot of new, sort of out of the blue questions we haven't considered.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised by some of the questions, the probing on a particular question, which for me it was relatively obvious. And we weren't saying that we would improve productivity by 39%. What we're trying to do is demonstrate that there's a connection between our software and improving productivity. And so,
did you find that having you both there was beneficial to answer those sort of questions?
I think so. I think, the question was thrown to me who built it. So obviously I was there to answer that question.
Yeah, I think it's valuable. It takes a lot of time to get in contact with individual angel investors and meeting a few at once.
Absolutely. I mean, you could do coffees all day long and you could be here for months, but getting 70 people in the room, I mean, Brisbane's a small market, so getting that 70 people.
In terms of the questions that you've been asked after the pitch, but also in the room now with the investors, have you made some decent connections? Is it nice to have all of these people in one spot where you can deliver your information to, opposed to you having to go out and find all these individuals now to pitch to?
Absolutely. Funny enough, there are some people that we already know, so it's actually great seeing those people again at this event, and also being introduced to new investors as well. So I thought it was an excellent opportunity, and investors don't just pop along the street, so it's great to actually be introduced to those people at an event such as this.